Hi, everyone. We are talking about engagement. How can we drive engagement? So, whether or not you are a business owner, you're trying to think of how do I drive engagement in my organization, whether or not you're a team lead, whether or not you are an employee, you're a professional, they're like, gosh, I am really engaged, or maybe I'm disengaged. You want to be paying attention to this video. We're going to be talking about 5 very popular reasons why people are disengaging. And for all of you who are parents, and are part of a family, you can apply. We're going to focus this video really on the workplace. However, as we go through this, you are going to find, gosh, we can actually apply a lot of these 5 problems of engagement actually over to the family. Okay, so you're going to see how transferable this is, but the focus really will be on business and workplace. Okay, so here we go. And if we haven't met, my name is Dr. Karen. I've been doing this for 25 years and excited to teach really simple leadership skills that can really help us be great leaders both at work and at home. And that is what I'm super excited and passionate to do. Okay, so the first one, I'm actually going to be reading from my book, The 3 Chairs. If you haven't got a copy, you can grab yourself a copy off of Amazon. And I'm reading from page 104, everybody. It's like a book club, okay? Reading from page 104. And I talk a lot around about engagement in the book. And I'm just going to share a very important stat with you as we dive into this topic. A study published in Forbes, and basically they looked at over 20,000 leaders and people who ranked in the bottom 10%, in terms of their ability to give honest feedback, received engagement scores at only about 25%. Okay, so this is very significant. Leaders ranked in the top 10% of giving honest feedback had team members rank them at 77% of engagement. What is the moral of the story? This kind of leads us to our first point. Leaders who are in that middle chair, leaders who are really confident, not arrogant, but confident, and they know how to give honest feedback, have higher engagement scores. And so this is our very first thing we want to be paying attention to. 5 reasons around why people are disengaged is if their leaders, their managers, their business owners, or their parents are not giving them honest feedback. Feedback is something that we talk about a lot in these videos. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe. You can check out a lot of the other videos that I do. But learning how to give honest feedback. People need feedback, especially the younger generations. They really want that feedback. This is not spoon feeding. This is not babysitting, as I often hear people complain about it. Giving honest feedback is extremely important for engagement. So that's the first thing in terms of why people disengage. They're not actually getting honest feedback. So we have to learn how to give honest feedback in a very positive and very constructive way. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2 is unclear expectations. Just had a call earlier with one of our clients. We work with global companies in all kinds of different industries around, and really we were talking around their team and why their team is actually struggling with engagement. And the reason is based on the second one, which is they don't have clear expectations. People need clear expectations. If they don't know what to expect, then they get really frustrated. Or if they're told, we want you to do A, and then all of a sudden it changes quickly to B, and it's constantly changing, people get really frustrated and then they disengage. Okay, so you want to really be paying attention to do you have clear expectations? If you're an employee, do you have clear expectations? And if not, you want to ask for that. If you're a team lead or you're a business owner, do you give clear expectations? It's very important. If you are a parent, you want to make sure you give very clear expectations. Okay, so that is number 2. And so if you notice, the first 2 that I'm sharing are under the communication. So communication is very correlated with engagement scores. We see this consistently, and we have a great leadership scorecard. You can use it for yourself, your team, your family. It's free, it's complimentary, allows you to know how you're doing in these skills. And so if you would like to receive that, type below engage. Type below engage, and somebody from our team will actually send that to you. That's a wonderful free resource for you to lean in to see how you're doing in these skills. Okay, so the first one is inadequate communication, not being able to give honest feedback. The second one is unclear expectations. The third one, I see this a lot when we work with teams specifically that are senior leaders, is really poor balance. I talk about this in the book a lot. In fact, the last kind of 3 chapters is actually all around balance, actually, the importance around stress and balance. And if we don't take care of ourselves, we're like little batteries. If we don't take care of ourselves, we start kind of like dropping in terms of our own physical, emotional energy. And so we're not going to have a whole lot to give to anybody, whether it's our work or our family. And so really paying attention to our balance. We're launching a women entrepreneur mastermind. And one of the whole sections is really helping women entrepreneurs in terms of getting clarity on their vision so that they can really scale and grow their business while taking care of their balance. We need to do both. It's not one or the other. If we help people grow their business, but their balance is not taken care of, they're going to burn out. Then they're not going to have anything to give. So it's very important in any system that you develop that you're really helping people with both sides. How can we actually really help you build while maintaining your balance is very important. So that's the third reason why people actually disengage, is that they have poor work-life balance. The fourth one, which is really important, are workloads. People just start disengaging, especially employees, even team leads, they'll start disengaging if the workload is simply too much. It's unrealistic. It is not doable in the timing that we actually are given. And so you want to really pay attention to your workloads. If you're a business owner, you're an entrepreneur, pay attention to your own workload and the workload that you're giving to your team. Is that realistic? If it's not, you will see the consequence of that. So you want to make sure, yes, we want to help to drive thriving, accelerated teams, for sure, high performing teams. And we also need to make sure that those expectations are realistic. If they're not realistic, people are going to burn out, then they will disengage, then they will quit, and it will cost companies. That's the domino effect. So we need to really pay attention to that. And the last one, which is really important, and we talk about this in the book. We talk about, actually, it's in the book, we talk about 6 Ps. There's 6 kind of areas around people that we all have to pay attention to for engagement. And that the one of the categories is purpose. We all need purpose. Whether or not we're a manager, we're an entrepreneur, we're a parent, we're a person in our 20s, we're starting up our business, we all need a sense of purpose. And so when we talk about engagement, are we engaged in our career? Are we engaged in our life? We need to have a sense of purpose. And people often think, oh, well, purpose, do we really attach that to our work? Yes. We constantly see this. We talk about this in the book. We talk around people are much more engaged when they can really get behind the purpose of their organization. What is the purpose of your organization? You want to make sure that you're really communicating that to your team. What is the purpose in your life? That will impact your engagement with your life. What is the purpose of your family? You want to be talking about that as a family. So you can see when we're talking about engagement, yes, this is really applicable for the workplace, but you can see around how correlated this is, that this relates to the different parts of our life. And so we want to be paying attention to all of those. So once again, it's a recap, everybody. And we want to be engaged. We want to be engaged in our work. We want to be engaged certainly at our home. We want to make sure that we are giving honest feedback. We're giving clear expectations. We're making sure that we're prioritizing our balance. We are paying attention to the workloads, make sure that it's realistic, and that we have clarified our purpose. And all 5 of those will help to drive that engagement. And when we have more engagement, we have more emotional energy that allows us to do a better job in our business and our family. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have a topic you would like us to cover, put it down in the comment section. That's how we get our suggestions. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out the other videos. We've got lots of videos to help you become a great leader at work and at home.